Well, hello everyone. Lisa Harden here from the Stamping Zoo, coming to you live from beautiful Boise, Idaho. I hope all is well in your world. And so just please give me a moment, bear with me to find myself literally and figuratively online. And while we do that and wait for some others to jump in, why don't you tell me what you've been doing today? Tell me, how's it going? Anything fun? Anything frustrating? Are you just ready to do some crafting tonight? What is on your mind besides Friday morning, of course? Or should I say Friday afternoon? Yes, it's kind of on my mind too. But work has been good this week. I've been doing some stuff that I like, and it's totally boring. I won't even go into it, but I mean, it's accountant-ish fun. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Disneyland. And here comes some of my favorite ladies of all time, Jean, Leslie, and Kathy Strange, and Kathy Sanford. Hello. Drum roll. Boy, I can't do a very good drum roll, can you? Can I? Oh my gosh, Kathy, you got to see Gary in person? Wow. Did you even recognize each other? My gosh. I know you've been texting and stuff, but I hope you just gave him a big 10-minute hug. That's great. Hello, Karma. Nice to see you. And Marion. You try and craft every day. So do I, Marion. It's good. It's good for us. Ooh, lots of bling. Nice. Other Kathy is her. Oh, other Kathy's here. Other Kathy's her. Hello, Kathy Sheely. How are you? Nice to see you. And Kathy Sheely made a beautiful card for the Chopped contest. It's beautiful. You're going to have to work your hardest, everyone. Yes, we don't want your internet to act up, do we, Kathy? Other Kathy. Oh, gosh. Yeah, you know, Anne, I didn't know if I'd get any viewers because of the town hall, of the 2 town halls, but I can guarantee we will probably get more done here tonight than either of the town halls. It will definitely be more positive. That's what I'm guaranteeing straight out of the gate. Oh, I bet it is cold in North Dakota, Jean. In the 30s all next week. Oh my gosh. That was fast. Marion, truer words were never spoken. You can never have too much bling. That is for sure. Julie, she also sent a beautiful chopped card. And I know, oh, thank you so much for sharing. Can I just say, like I say this a lot, right? But it's true every week. Please like, comment, and share. First of all, commenting helps me know that there's somebody else here with me. If only virtually, that works. Liking and sharing make sure that I can keep doing this, right? And make sure that my little business keeps growing, because it is growing in size and activity. And so I want to keep that up because I'm just getting started with all this fun. So please like, comment, share. Also, if you would be so kind, if you are on YouTube, or if you're watching me on YouTube on the replay, or if you are jetting over there every once in a while, please subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. I think, now listen, I've had some starts and stops over there. Not because I don't like it, just because of time. You know, like time and not feeling 100% well. But you know what? I've been feeling really good. And so I feel like, darn it, I'm going to kick off a new YouTube series. And this one I'm pretty happy with. So I'm not going to tell you about it because you have to be subscribed to my channel over on YouTube. That's why I'm giving you the heads up now, okay? You have Gomer Pyle in the background. That's a new one. Go for it, Lisa. You got it, Karma. You bet. Jean, you shared time 3. You know what? I know you're a great sharer, aren't you? Thank you, Jill. I'm not talking to myself. You know, I am very good at it. I am very good at it. But I probably shouldn't be. All right, so we are all, let's take a moment. We are all very happy for Kathy Strange. She got to see her husband in person today, right? And so like all the fills to Kathy and Gary because they, she said she's been waiting for 7 months. It almost, okay, listen, I'm glad the camera's not on. I'm like tearing up. I'm just really happy for you. All right, I'll stop. I got to get on this. I got to get on another thing. I got to change the subject really quickly because that's like hitting me in the feels. Okay, we are going to work with Have a Hoot tonight. And this is the card that I came up with. And then I was having so much fun with it that I made a coordinating box. These are our mini Paper Pumpkin shipping boxes. They open in the top like boxes that you get from Stampin' Up, right? So I just have these glued down temporarily with mini glue dots, but you can run some really cute washi tape over the top. You can of course run your ribbon across the top, or you can just do what I did, because really glue dots can be opened and closed quite a few times and still be just fine. Now I like this. You know, we have some other boxes. They're great. They're acetate. They're clear. They're really fun. This box I like because it holds quite a bit. You know, like if I am getting or giving candy, please don't mess around with me. I don't want like 2 midgy Tootsie Rolls, okay? You can put a lot of stuff in there. You can put a pair of socks in here, or maybe a scarf, depending on, maybe not a scarf. A scarf for the dog, yes. It's not unheard of either. So anyway, you can put lots of cute stuff in here. You get 10 of these boxes for $5. It's a great deal, and they're very nice to have around. And if you don't want there's a Stampin' Up logo on both sides. And sometimes, like if I were giving this to a stamper, obviously I'd be giving this. But maybe sometimes I would just wrap the whole box in cardstock and just make it look all decorated and totally different. And so you can either use the logo or hide the logo. So here I just did a little extra stamping on it. I'll stop moving it around. And I made some cute tags. And I think most of you know where the tags come from, but we will be making this same card and box, but with a Halloween theme, because we can do that with this set very easily. Because Have a Hoot is specifically about Christmas and Halloween. Now you could definitely, you could mask certain things and use these owls for lots of other items. Also, this is just a great birthday card. There's not a sentiment except for Owl of Us. That might be a birthday sentiment. But just use itty bitty birthdays or something like that. So don't limit yourself to always using only the stamp set, right? Mix and match your images and your sentiments. You could take the mistletoe out of this one if you wanted, and you could make it a wedding card. You'd probably make the only owl wedding card that couple got, and wouldn't that be memorable, right? I think that you could put something in front of this owl instead of, you know, he's supposed to look like a little Dracula vampire owl. You could put something in front of that to kind of hide that cape and just have him looking over it with those eyes. It would be really cute. Something like a little die cut from the Paper Pumpkin or something like that. We have so many different items. So anyway, just think about that as we are working with this cute little set. It is adorable, and but it's going to have even more uses than what we talk about tonight. Okay, so it does also have coordinating dies, and I love the spider web. Don't let me forget to use the spider web tonight. You also have pieces and parts to cut out the owls. It doesn't cut out the whole image, but as you can see, like it cuts out just the owls themselves, but then you can stamp the rest of the image all around it and make them dimensional or different colors and use different mediums, and we'll kind of do a little bit of that. I popped this one up on foam strips. So everything's flat except for the plaid. And so that I put up on foam strips. I think what we'll do with the Halloween card is we will kind of reverse the dimension. We will put this flat and then we will pop the owls up just so we can see what it looks like. And then finally, of course, you have this great die cut. So lots of sets have like, what I want to say, like an aha moment in them. And this is a die that's kind of an aha moment. And so we will play with that, and it's so easy, and it really does double duty for you, literally. So get ready to have your mind blown. Oh gosh. And there I go, setting the bar uber high again. All right. Well, with that, we're going to try it. So I have used the paper plaid tidings, right? And there are so many, oh my gosh. There are so many plaids that I don't even know. Okay, that's something else, but I'll tell you about that in a minute. It wasn't supposed to be in here, but that's okay. Anyway, there are so many plaids in the Plaid Tidings 6x6 DSP pack. I haven't even made a sample of it because I don't know if I have enough room on the cards. But let me just show you some of them. They use so many colors. This one I love. Doesn't that, I don't know, it reminds me of like just fall, girls' fall school clothes. That's what it reminds me of. So these just bring up lots of different holidays or just every day. You literally could make any kind of card out of this. Even a sympathy card, I think. We have some more tonal plaids in here that would even be good for a sympathy card. So if you don't have a lot of papers, or let me throw this out here, if you do have a lot of DSP, so whether you have a little or a lot, you're going to want this package of paper because it's really handy. And there's one that would be great, right, for Halloween. And I chose this one. And actually, so this is the paper I used for the Christmas, and then that was just sitting on my desk. And so I thought, perfect. There we go. So there's some pumpkin pie, some black, some, I think, crushed curry, and rich raspberry. So already there's so many different ways you can take that one piece of plaid. It's great. I know I love the plaid DSP too. Not just for fall or Christmas. You're right, Roz. Exactly. Hello, Amy. Look, I saw your comment when you're live. Poor Amy. I always see your comment after I go back and look at the comments afterwards. So, Amy, hello and welcome. I always know you're there. I just, for some reason, you sneak in. You're very quiet. You're very quiet. Some of you, not quiet. I know when you're here, and I thank you for that. But, oh, you just got another pack of the Plaid Tidings. You know what, Kathy? I did too. It's my second one. I love it. Okay, so anyway, what I've done here is I cut this into a 4 and 5 by 5 1/4 piece for the front mat. And I have also glued a piece of black cardstock onto the back of it. It doesn't matter so much the color that you use on the back. Just make sure it's going to coordinate with the different colors you're using. I have a pumpkin pie card base. Already looks gorgeous, doesn't it? I also have a couple of pieces of crushed curry. Now, I did not like, I cut this out first and stamped it all in white. I didn't care for it. So what I used on this card was I used a little soft seafoam, and I tried to stamp on soft seafoam the images, and I didn't like that either. So I came up with a mix where the background is soft seafoam, and then the owls themselves I stamped on Whisper White Thick. I kind of think it was because I was using the blends, and Whisper White Thick just really holds up to the blends, right? So anyway, that's how I ended up doing that. And then I thought, well, I'm going to do the same kind of technique over here where I'm going to use crushed curry as the background, and I'm going to stamp on Whisper White. And so this is the insert. I don't want to stamp on that. I'm telling myself that out loud, right? And this, what is this for? I don't remember. Oh, this is for our box. Okay. Yes, Roz raises a very good point, which is, I should be talking about it every day, but I get so busy. We're having a DSP sale right now, people. We are. There are several, I don't know if there's 20 different kinds, but at least 15 different types of DSP that are on sale right now. So they're already a great price, but now they're priced at 15% off. So please, this is only through October. They're both from the annual catalog and the holiday catalog. So please take a look. And if I can help you with that, private message me and let me know. I'm happy to resend the complete list and give you ideas and all that kind of stuff. But the paper's great. It really can't be beat. And so why not stock up on it right now? And Plaid Tidings is one of those papers. I shouldn't be mentioning that because I need some more. Okay, so after tonight, you can order. No, I'm just kidding. All right, first thing we're going to do is, let's see, what do I want to do first? I think I want to do most of the stamping first. So as you can see, that die is that die that I said was like the aha moment. Now, this one funky looking die cuts out these 3 spots in your card front. But at the same time, it also makes the tags. So here are 2 of the tags. And then I had one more. Then here's the 3rd. This is one reason why I glued the plaid to cardstock, because I just wanted to be able to use them as a nice, you know, like a firm tag. I wanted them to be a heavier weight than just the DSP. So that's why I did that. And then I really could use them as little decor pieces on here. So there is another little trick for you already, and we haven't even gotten started. But anyway, I know I want this to be set like that on the card, yet it's really hard to space. If you're just freehand stamping that, it'd be really hard to space it out. So we're going to use the Stamparatus, if I can find it. Sometimes when I have time to organize, sometimes I actually organize myself right into not knowing where things are. Very interesting. All right, I think I can find my template in the trash. Give me just a minute. If not, no worries. We'll cut another one. So I had a template. It's in the trash now. No big. All right, we're going to just use our regular piece of paper. But I do need Wonder Woman first. All right, let's bring in Wonder Woman really quick. She flew in. Hello, Donna, checking in from New Zealand. Hello. Friday morning in New Zealand, or Friday-ish sometime. All I know is that it's Friday, right? Okay, the really cool thing also about using this plaid is it's really easy to line up your dies, right? Because you just kind of cut it where you want to. And then you just follow the lines, right? So I am going to, let's see. I want to see the top of this. That's probably great. And then I might move it over a little bit more. So really I'm just lining it up with like down here and here. Very helpful, especially when I'm working from the side like this. Okay, so again, this is 2 layers, but the Cut and Emboss machine has no problems cutting it out. It's Debbie Schumacher Green. Hello, Debbie. You share before you say hi. That is a good little helper. I appreciate that. Okay, so then, like, isn't this beautiful? Oh, and they just pop out. They're so pretty. And then look at the tags themselves. Aren't they cool? Okay, so we're going to put those aside for our 3D project. But now we have our card front. So if you're going to cut tags, you may as well cut some card fronts. And then those are like done. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, now let's get back to stamping with the Stamparatus. It doesn't have a nickname. It's just the Stamparatus, right? Because that's a universal thing. We all know what that means. Let's see here. Now I'm going to grab, and this is a cling stamp set. I have nothing against photopolymer, but I really do like cling stamp sets. My goodness, that was close. I'm just now, there's a delay on the big screen, and I was looking at my die cutter, and it was like right up in y'all's face. Sorry about that. Okay, so now we want to get the Halloween dies out. Oh, look, he's scared of the spider. I can relate. And this one, and we will get the sentiment out later. So there are a couple of different ways to do this. Patty Bennett showed a really great way to line up your stamps with this die if you don't have the Stamparatus. But I think a lot of you do. And if you don't, I really want you to think about having it. Because if you're going to do even more than a little bit of stamping, it's very much worth the money. It is $49. And that is actually cheaper than buying all of our acrylic blocks. So I definitely recommend having both. They both have their use, right? But if somebody's just starting, I recommend actually that they just get a couple of blocks, like the D block, and then maybe something a little smaller, and then that they get the Stamparatus, because you can put any size stamp on the Stamparatus. So it's got this plate right here. It actually comes with 2 plates. And this does a lot of really fun stuff, but we're going to use it basic, very basic today. Whoops. Sorry, I need my crushed curry. And just to keep doing it like I've been doing it, I am going to trace around this. Now this is some paper you can buy. This grid paper is specially sized and measured so that it just fits right into the Stamparatus. You get quite a bit of it. It's not a pricey item at all. Okay, but I'm just going to set this over. I'm not going to pay too much attention about where it is necessarily, because as long as I'm not right on the edge one way or the other with the yellow paper butting right up on the edge, like I wouldn't want to do it like this, right? I want to have a little bit of play on all the sides, but I can kind of guess that that's probably pretty good. If it's crooked, a little bit crooked, it doesn't matter, right? Because you're not going to see the back of it. Okay, so once we do that, then what we do is we take our little images and we put them upside down where we're going to want them. Now, they might not fit in this spot completely. Whoops, other way. I said upside down, I meant the other way. They might not fit in the spot completely, but that's all right, remember, because we're going to be using the die cuts to cut them out. We just want to at least place at least, some of them in here. Okay, and then finally this little guy with the piety, right? He's so scared. Make sure the spider gets in there. I think this thing die cuts the spider. Am I wrong? I might be wrong on that. Oh, I think it's this one. I think it does die cut the spider. So there you go. Thank you, Sue. That's what you call it too. Oh yes, Roz, you were saying what Clark calls it. Let me go up there. Stampopotamus. That sounds like what I call the Happy Hippo set, right? Okay, once you have those where you want them, then pick them up. Oh, then we want to take our plaid off, right? But we know where this is supposed to be because I traced around it in red. Put the magnets back. And the magnets don't come like this when you buy the Stampopotamus. This is just some retired washi tape, okay? So you make little handles for them. Otherwise, they're very hard to pick up. Okay, oh, wow. I got that one way over, didn't I? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move this paper. See, it's all really easy to do that. Once you have the spaces figured out, the spacing between the stamps, you can move your paper over a little bit. That's all right. Okay, that's better. Gives me a little bit more room to put adhesive on the sides. I'm going to stamp this straight up with Memento Black. I'm not necessarily going to color on this page. Well, I am with a colored pencil. But, however, The other one's going to be stamped with Memento because I'll be using blends. So I just want to keep my base color the same. So this is what's great about the Stamparatus is if I hadn't stamped those with good images, I could re-ink the stamps, bring this back over, and it will go exactly in the place that it was. Isn't that fantastic? You cannot do that stamping freehand unless you are really lucky. Like maybe I've done it one time. It's kind of like stamping's hole-in-one, right? It just doesn't happen very often. So lots of different uses for the Stamparatus. That's the most basic, right? Because that's kind of difficult to stamp, to have this, and then to know where these need to go to be spaced out perfectly. And you don't want to stamp over this paper because you don't want to get ink all over it. Okay, so now that we know, what they're going to look like, so adorable. Now we're going to take another piece. This is my Whisper White Thick. Okay, this is the one I'm going to cut out, color, and all that fun stuff. I will put this back in here. The magnets aren't always needed, I'll be honest, but you do want to lock it in there just in case you don't make a perfect image. With cling stamps, they don't stick to the paper. When you're using the Stamparatus and you are using the photopolymer, the clear stamps, they stick to the paper, don't they? And so you have to be careful when you're lifting them up, and sometimes it will move your cardstock. But the red rubber stamps don't do that at all. It's kind of why they're my preference. Like I said, nothing against photopolymer. It totally has its own great things. But I do prefer the red rubber, and that is why. Okay, so we have 3 really cute images to color. And what I've been using is, or what I used on these owls, was I used, this is cinnamon cider, totally pretty, crumb cake, and then I think that was it. And then I used some soft suede, maybe on some of the feet or something. But I started trying to color these little branches with the blends, and I found out really quickly that is not a good idea. The lines are too thin. So what I'm using is our Early Espresso watercolor pencil and our retired but very fantastic pencil sharpener. So you want a nice sharp point on this because you can see those branches, they're not very thick. And one thing I have to look at before I do this is I need to see which parts are cut out of this image and which parts are going to just be on our crushed curry card. Because I think I will end up coloring most of the branches on the crushed curry. Whereas these little pieces, oh, look at that. Is that adorable? The spider and the owl. So everything else will be on crushed curry. And then we have a moon and the owl. And then you can see everything else is going to not be a die cut. It will be on the crushed curry. And finally, let's see, this is probably the punky. Yeah. Oh, so cute. So the punky and the owl both get cut out as one. That is a great jack-o'-lantern. It has a lot of expression for a pumpkin, don't you think? Look at its little eyes. Okay, so it looked like what I'm going to do mostly for coloring on the branches is over on the base card. And as you can see, that's just what I did over here, right? So all of the branches got colored on the soft seafoam base, and then I worried about coloring just the owls and the mistletoe because that gets cut out. Oh my goodness, so many stampers on here today. Oh gosh, is Jen in here? Because Megan's talking to her, and yes, I saw that too, Megan, that Jen got so much snow. No. Hopefully it goes away quickly. I am not in the mood for all that right now. In fact, I don't know, as I get older, I'm like, if I don't see it, it's fine. I do enjoy it a little bit. And, but not now. Please, not now. Too early. Okay, so I am not going to, I'm going to be coloring with this dry, of course. No, no water or anything. If I were using the watercolor pencils with water, I'd want to use the StazOn black ink. But we don't have to worry about that. We're using it just like pencil crayons, which it does a great job for. Okay, this is a really pretty branch. I love it. And of course you can do different shading techniques and stuff. I'm kind of just doing straight up Lisa pencil coloring, right? Some of these are really small. You can tell, even with the bullet end, because of the nature of Stampin' Blends, it doesn't work. Now you could maybe color this actually with the Stampin' Write markers, the water-based markers. You could try that. I just like the color, the look of the colored pencil. Okay, so we have another one down here. And Mary, hello. And Susan, hello. The gang's all here. And hopefully, if anyone's new, please let me know. I love to say hi to new people too. And we're always taking applications for new viewers. And if your name's Kathy with an IE, that's even more fitting, right? That's even funnier. Pretty soon I'm going to be the official demonstrator to Kathy's with an IE. I might try and work up a logo for that this weekend. Not really. I don't have time. You know what? I am getting ready to do a couple of events. One of them being a one-day Stampin' Retreat here in Boise, right? So I am cutting for one more because I am forever the optimist. So I'm cutting for one more. So should anyone want to attend, please send me a private message. The sooner the better, because I want to, I need to get that settled this week. But yes, and I think we're going to have maybe like 9 people, which is actually a good size. And we will be socially distanced. You will have your own table, which is really great anyway, isn't it? I told the lady when I was booking it that kind of by our own nature, we want to have plenty of room to stretch out. So that part's good. Lunch is included. We are going to a really cool pizza place. That's where the retreat is. So you'll have a nice lunch, great snacks, fun pillow gifts, and you're going to make at least 12 cards and a couple of 3D projects. So get your rest. You know what? They're cute, but they are simple and recreatable. Okay? So don't be scared. Karma's coming. Karma's coming. A couple of people in my downline are coming. And some people that I don't know are coming. That should be fun. I think I have at least one friend of a friend. See? It's so fun. I love these get-togethers. And of course we haven't had any this year, so I'm really excited. I'm also going to do a winter market December 4th and 5th over in, wait for it, my hometown of Emmett, Idaho. So if anybody's in the neighborhood, I'd love to see you. My mom's actually going to do it with me too. And one of her friends was doing it. So before you knew it, I was doing it and my mom is too. And it's going to be a big open space. It'll probably be a little chilly, but I think they're going to have some kind of warming, you know, fire pits or something. Okay, should I color his eyes? Or do you think I should leave the eyes? You guys let me know. In the meantime, I'm going to go on to coloring the pumpkin very easy. Hello, Alice, and thank you so much for sharing. And I hope Indiana is treating you well. Let's see. I want a little bit of yellow also. I like a little bit of yellow to show through my pumpkin because think about, right? You've all kind of done that. Of course, it's not just straight orange. There's like some yellow that happens on pumpkins before they get really ripe. So I'm going to do a little of that. Then I'm going to come in with the light pumpkin pie and color over most of that. It will still show through a bit, but I am going to leave some of it right in the front. Kind of like if that's where the sun were shining on it. That would be the lightest. And then finally, I'll come in with just a little bit of pumpkin pie dark. I almost said paper pumpkin. You know what I mean. And do some of the darkest spots on this little jack. Kids are quiet. Kids didn't sleep this afternoon. What is wrong with them? I don't know. But Tango pretty much spent the whole afternoon standing behind me. I don't know. And Cash slept a little bit, but I bet they're going to sleep really good tonight. Oh, well, I know it has to be yellow, and that's definitely the inside of this pumpkin, because we're going to show that it's all lit up, right? So why don't I just do like, oops. Okay, now see what I did there? That's why we always need to have the color lifter at hand, because I went into the eye too much. This will be easy to fix, though. So I like to use the bullet end of the color lifter a lot. I don't know that it lifts necessarily, but what it does is you can push. I just color like where I want the ink to go. Like I want it out of the space. So you just kind of like push. And then when this dries, it will look a lot better. There will be a little bit of a watermark. So don't expect to like color half of your image with the color lifter and then be able to fix it. That's not really how that works. But it works really well for little spots. Okay, now I'm using what am I using? Oh, Dark Daffodil Delight. Let's put that in there for our candle glow. And better have some in there. Make it look not so orangey. Cute. Finally, why not? I'm going to bring in some green. I'm going to use Granny Apple Green. I like that color. Might be, ooh, I have a brush end. Can I do it? Yeah, I did it. Good job, Steady Eddie tonight, right? I do need to drink a Diet Pepsi, though. Okay. Oh, so cute. Now let's do this one, I'd say, with the crumb cake. I don't even know. We're not going to have too much shading on this one. But that's okay. It'll still be really cute. Is this? Oh, this is dark crumb cake. Okay, that's fine. The other one can be light. Oh, I actually like that choice against the orange of the pumpkin. That's pretty fun. And then look at this. Tiny toes. I don't know if that gets die cut or not, but it's kind of cute. Nick Romans, what are you doing in here? I thought I banned you from my page. I am not going to draw a BSU Bronco head. That would be awful. Be horrible stamping. The masked owl makes you laugh. It is very current since we are all wearing masks. A very good point. Susan, that's an excellent point. This could just be the COVID owl. It's like an all occasion card now, right? Too funny. Oh gosh, I know. I know. And okay, so tell me, what is going on in the world for Halloween? Trick-or-treating, yes or no? Or people, I actually saw an advertisement for something that was like drive-through trick-or-treating, and I thought, I am so going there. They will, I'll just say, like, I have kids in the back, they're sleeping. I mean, it's like my dream come true. Some of you tell me that you don't like Halloween. And I guess I never got into the whole, like, underworld type things that have to do with Halloween. Here's basically what I think about Halloween. Getting together with family, eating candy, and some sort of yummy dinner. That's it. That's all Halloween has ever been to me. Hence, I love Halloween. I don't get into scary movies. I can't even watch advertisements for scary movies, or else then my mind goes crazy. Like, what I can handle, this is the speed I can handle. I was watching, there's a Halloween baking show right now, a contest on Food Network. Who's watching that? Give me a thumbs up if you're watching that. And anyway, then I'll know how much to tell you. So anyway, they were making they had to make like a possessed doll cake. I can handle that. That's it though. Nothing else. Definitely no movies about dolls. I got scared horribly when I was a child with some dumb show that my parents shouldn't have been having me watch. Well, they didn't have me watch it. I was watching it. I should have gone to bed, for God's sake. Who was running that place anyway? Anyway, no dolls. No. That's not happening. And pretty much nothing underworld or afterlife, or pretty much nothing scary, okay? Pam says, you used to like Halloween until you had to do seasonal at Walmart for 17 years. Dear Lord. Cleaning up the messes people make. I know, I'm sure. And everybody's trying on costumes. That's another no-no for me. For the same reason that I don't eat samples. Jeremy. So, yeah, Pam, my heart goes out to you on that deal. I can't imagine. Okay, look how cute this is. Once I colored it in, I can really see the image. I'm like, who thinks this stuff up? It's so adorable. Oh, man. So cutie. I'm going to give him some dark crumb cake. Oh, yeah. No, I don't like clowns either. See, none of that scary stuff. No. None of that, like, I don't even want to see, you know what, sometimes people are really dumb and they put, like, a red balloon out at Christmas time tied to, like, storm drain. Nope, don't want to see it. Okay, what should I do with the eyes, you guys? Should I just leave them? They're good white. Are they good white? I think they'll be fine. Yeah, you know what, Susan? I don't get a lot of trick-or-treaters either. There's kind of like these pockets of where everybody takes their kids. And frankly, I think, I mean, obviously the whole going to a person's house and trick-or-treating, sadly, people don't do that so much anymore. So, for safety reasons. But anyway, I used to have a group of kids, and I would always get a package of the full-size candy bars from Costco. I don't know how many were in there. Well, once I took 5 for myself over the course of a week. And there were probably only 15. But anyway, I would always give those out to the kids. And I just spoiled the ones that came by. And then, you know what? I think they grew up. I've been in this house for 21 or it might be 22 years. It was very near this time of year that I was buying this house 22 years ago. Is that strange or what? How did so much time go by? I was just 29 years old. Jeez. Okay. These dies are fantastic. Look how great they line up. And, all right. They're so close that you really have to make sure. Oh my gosh. You guys, seriously, this die does cut out those 3 little owl toes. Talons, whatever they are. Look at that. Oh, I'm telling you. It's like the detail of a surgeon's tool. These dies, they're killing me with them. Yeah, Susan. Good times, huh? Good times. But frankly, I'm lazy. When I got the dogs, yeah, part of it is I'm lazy. So when I got Tango and Cash, my other dog was fine with people coming to the door and stuff. Tango and Cash lose their ever-loving minds. And I just wasn't going to put up with that all night long, them barking their heads off. And really, there's no need to freak the dogs out. So I kind of just quit. Oh my gosh. These are the cutest dies ever. Look at that. Look at the moon and this little piety. You just have to make sure you don't lose those. But I also love how those two things are actually intertwined with a larger die, because you know how it's hard when you have a tiny die like this. Sometimes they just flip off of the plate and they're lost forever. So we don't like that. All right. You don't do Halloween, but you love to see Halloween crafts. Yeah, that's kind of how I am mostly. I wonder if it's really like a huge U.S. spectacle, and then otherwise it's not really a thing. You know, that happens. We have a way of doing that kind of stuff. Yes, we do, and we're proud of it. Okay, there's my card base. Alrighty. And remember, we still have our super cute tags. Ooh, look at that. They really pop off of that crushed curry. Okay, so I think you've all read this, but just in case, I sent out the chopped kits, and I was supposed to use Calypso Coral, and instead I used Cajun Craze, because they're kind of close, because I use Rainbow Order. They're kind of close in my stack, and they both have the double C, right? Like a couple of our other colors. I want Stampin' Up! To stop that. Anyway, I apologize, and in case you did not see the memo post, I decreed that you were allowed to use either color, the Cajun Craze, or if you have half a sheet of Calypso Coral in your stash and want to use it, that is fine as well. My apologies. But yes, everybody was a little confused, weren't they? Sorry about that. My bad. Okay, so see, we're going to put this down, but you won't see the owls that are not colored because they're going to be hidden by those owls that we stamped out in white. Now, here's what I want to do with this. So remember I said I put this one up on foam strips, which works great in these spots, okay? So just, if you want to do it that way, use the foam strips. But we are going to use mono on this one and make this base be flat, and then pop up the owls. This is a slight variation. Now I don't need to go clear out to the corners, remember, not yet, because my Cajun Craze paper is smaller than this. So you kind of just want to hover over everything, make sure it's all centered. And the other reason why I'm using the mono is because then we have a few minutes to move it, right, if we need to. And so we'd still be all good. I want to kind of clear that moon. Okay. Ooh, I love it already. That's fun. Okay, now that I have that, okay, so see, I turned out crooked. It doesn't matter. I see a tiny, tiny bit of this. I will probably only be the only one that sees this, but there. Okay, so now that's totally out of the way. I'm going to come, and this time I am going to hit the corners and the side piece that's black there, and the rest of it is mostly curry. Now I can pop this up on the card. Loving it. You know, rich raspberry, I would not pair that with pumpkin pie. I don't know if that's a normal color combo. I would be like purple and orange. I don't know. But I absolutely love this. It's so cute. Now I'm going to do purple and orange. I might start wearing purple and orange. And okay, a couple of you don't have yes, a couple of you to the east of me, which is almost everyone, you do not have your charmed kits yet, or your chopped kits yet, that doesn't necessarily worry me too much because I sent them on Friday. So I'm not sure how fast or slow the mail is, but I did send them on Friday. Okay, the best thing to use on these, because they're kind of round, most of them are roundish, are the hexagonal shapes. And you might even need some mini dimensionals, depending on how obsessed you are with covering the image. I think we're going to be fine. Oh, this little one. I don't know what I'm going to do with that spider. Am I going to pop the spider up? Am I that, like, talented? I don't know. I guess we'll turn it over and see how big it is. And the moon, for that matter. Brother. Okay, so the other thing that I have going out shortly are the charmed card kits. And the charmed card kits this month feature designs that I made with the Arrange a Wreath bundle. Oh my gosh, I had no idea that was going to be so fun to work with. Okay, so I'm just lining these up and putting them directly over the image that is stamped on the crushed curry paper. And then I see that I need to bring in something. We'll just use dark Daffodil Delight to color his beak. Okay, so charmed card kit going out soon, ladies. I really hope you're going to be happy with it. I had so much fun designing the cards, and so every month for the charmed card kit, the cost is $35. I do design. I feature a bundle and design around that. You get supplies to make 8 cards, 2 each of 4 different designs. One is always a fun fold, and it's really like a mini product share. I put DSP and embellishments, everything you'll need and more, right, to finish the cards. I don't include things, obviously, that are non-consumable, like the die cuts are add-ons, the stamps and add-on, things like that. But other than that, okay, guys, I'm putting the moon and the spider down flat. I can tell I need to. But the reason why I call it a charmed card kit is because I love charms. And so what fun it is for me to choose a different charm to put into the kit every month. So every time you order a kit, there's a free silver-toned, round, laser engraved charm in your kit. And the first kit you order, I even send you the necklace to go with the charms. So then you can interchange them. Oh my gosh, this month's is so adorable. I can't wait to get them myself. And that's what I'm waiting on, are the charms. And then the kits will be going out. Whoops, upside down. I try to package everything really nicely. And you also get a video tutorial in a Facebook exclusive Facebook group, and you get a written color tutorial by email. And so all of that for $35. And if that isn't enough, if you don't live in the United States, you can get all online access, which is access to the Facebook group and the email tutorial. You can have that for $15. So I hope that you cannot have the kit in October. That's closed. Because there is a point where I have to just order the supplies and then go with what I have. However, if you sign up between now and November 10th, you can get in on the November kit. So please keep that in mind. Sign up anytime, but watch for advertisements. I will always tell you what the featured kit is before the kit goes live. Hey, fun. We are missing a little bling. As Martine says, there's never too much bling. And I could totally agree with her on that. Le bisou. Le bijou. I think it's bijou. Oui? Bijou is jewelry. Bisou is kisses. You gotta be careful when you're saying that to people. You know. Okay, I'm bringing in the, I have several different pieces of these depending on which rhinestones I was using. But these are the Holiday Rhinestone Basic Jewels. They mainly look like this. This one's almost full. You've got to have them. They're out of the annual catalog. They're really reasonable. I think they're only $5. I mean, get out. Okay, they might be a little bit more than that, but not much. Anyway, they're fantastic. And you don't just have to use them at this time of year, but they really shine this time of year, right? So we had them last year in the annual catalog, or in the mini catalog. And they were such a hit that they carried them over. And I was very happy about that. Okay. Ooh, love Lisa's kits. Thank you so much, Karma. I do my very best to make something that I would like to get in the mail, you know? So I appreciate that, and I really do hope that you like them. Okay, so here are our 2 cards. Oh, this one doesn't have a sentiment on it. What? I think we know it's Halloween, but we got to put the sentiment on it, Lisa. All right, I'm just going to take this. And we can either say have a hoot on Halloween or boo. How about have a hoot? It's cute. Why not? Okay. There we go. And super quick and easy. I'm going to do it in Memento, just so it really pops off of the page. And let's see here. Where's my block? You know, I had the Stamparatus out, so there we go. All right. Have a hoot on Halloween. Now, I have not used this stamp before, but the other kind of difference with cling stamps is that they don't have the same finish that photopolymer stamps have on them. So you don't have to clean off residue before you use them. This might not be enough for him to cut this, but we'll try. So you know, you have seen me before when I bring out the new photopolymer stamps. I actually run them, I scrub them in the Stamparatus. I scrub them with the chamois. And that's why, because you can't get a super clean image the first time you stamp with photopolymer stamps, because there's a residue on them. It kind of prevents the ink from grabbing on. What I want to say. It looks really spotty if you just stamp it that way. So anyway, I don't think you have to do that with red rubber stamps. I never have to. Have a hoot on Halloween. You know it. Right? It's all about, what did I say? Candy, family, eating something yummy. Besides candy. Give the candy later. Okay. Let's put this here, and you can put any number of little charms or sequins on this. I'm going to leave it just like that because I have all the little rhinestones on it, and it's adorable. Yes, which do you like better? Do you like Christmas or Halloween better? And boy, I like the format of both. You know, I mean, I sound like somebody, I sound like a viewer, right? Where you go, yeah, I can't say. I almost kind of like the owls popped up more, but I don't want to take anything away from this. Okay, let me grab the paper pumpkin box, and I want you guys to tell me if you like it or not, and tell me which one you prefer. Okay. Let's see here. This is how these come, right? Really nicely packaged like everything else we have. Mini shipping boxes. 10 for $5. Can't beat it with a stick. Okay. All right. So these go together really easily. You don't have to use any adhesive if you don't want to. And they're not, okay, they're not like full weight cardstock like press board. Okay, you can see, I want you to see, like, you couldn't send this in the mail without something protecting it. But it's kind of what I like about it, because they're not very bulky. Oh, very nice, ladies. Both are cute. Christmas, only because you're not a fan of Halloween. I know, Donna, you're one of my Halloween. No, you just not liking it. This is not scary, though. I try to make them look not scary. But I like it. I'm going to send you this Halloween card, Donna, and be like, what? I like Halloween after all these years. I can't believe it. So it just goes together like this. Actually, what I want to do first is I want to put our little piece of crushed curry. So we have our tags, right, that we already cut when we were making the card. So that wasn't difficult. Now we have a little front piece that I just thought would be fun to have. Don't put it on upside down. Put it on, like, I want to put it on so that when I fold this, no, I want to put it on so that it looks like this. Right, the top and the bottom. Now, okay, now that I say that, if you wanted this to be the bottom, you could close it like that and then tape it all up. It's just not how the box technically works. It's supposed to look like a brown box that you open. And also, don't forget, your logos only go one way. But if you preferred that and you were decorating all sides, it works that way too. Okay, let's see, what do I want on the box? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out one of the owls and put him on the front, him or her, I don't know, probably the pumpkin. The pumpkin strikes me as a really good one for the tag, right? So the other thing I want to do, just for fun, is just stamp on the paper behind it. So let's do this. I was going to leave them in the Stamparatus, but that's not necessary. If we were going to make a lot of these, I would definitely recommend leaving it in the Stamparatus, right? So just with one big swipe of the chamois, you can clean all of them, and it's as easy as that. I like easy. Okay. This guy goes in there. We need our, we're putting our sentiment back so I don't lose it. Put it away, wonder where it is. And finally, let's see here. This guy with the spider. I kind of think that's what I want to put there. Yeah, and then I'll have this up on a tag. Or we could do this looking over that way. And then this guy. That's kind of fun. All right, talk myself into that. You like the Halloween color. Oh, cool, Susan. You like the Halloween colors better? I love this mix of colors. Man, smart. Smart, smart. Okay, I need a D block for this little guy. You like both cards. Okay, well, cool. Okay, just some simple stamping on this. And also, since we're using red rubber and they come with their own spongy part, you don't have to get the paper piercing mat out. And I know it's such a hassle, right, to get the paper piercing mat out. But I can be lazy sometimes. I can own that. Oh, let's see here. It is some of the best weather. Don't you think so, Boiseans? It is some of the best weather right now. It's probably a little chilly for some people, but not this girl. I love it. Okay, so that's going to be there. And then just on that scrap that I had, wherever I put that, I am going to try and stamp out one more of these kooky owls. Okay, so what I showed you earlier that has nothing to do with this is one of the images from the Arrange a Wreath class. Look at this. Is this not sweet and cute and really pretty? I love it. Okay, so that's on one of the cards. But that's all I can tell you. It's so exclusive that I don't show the cards. It is exclusive. It's not so exclusive. But it is an exclusive card class, which means that you buy the right to have the designs. So I don't think it's very good to start putting those designs on Pinterest. So they don't go anywhere. They don't go anywhere else. They stay between me and you. It's like a big secret until the cards get sent out. But I did really like that bird. And I think you call that a peahen. Like, that would be the female peacock, right? Peahen? I don't know. It could also be a quail, now that I think about it. Or some other thing from Australia that I don't know about. But anyway, I was deciding that it was going to be colored, multicolored. So it was super easy. All right, look at this little guy. Okay, we're going to color this little guy real quick. You could have also stamped this at the same time and as the same time that you did the other images and cut it all out. Then you would have had this ready. But then we wouldn't have had so much fun talking through it, would we? So I think that's good that we just did it in this order. Sometimes I like to see like these made in order. But if I were making multiples, oh, good Lord, what? Shush, Lisa, look at what you're doing. I started coloring the owl. Pumpkin pie. Sorry, owl. Okay, peahen. And I think it is a peahen, or then I started thinking maybe it was a quail. But I don't know that it matters. Like I said, it could be something I've never seen from Australia before. Oh, you know what it is? Oh my gosh, I'm such a doughhead. It's a partridge in a pear tree because that is a little bit of the theme. Oh, Kathy, you just said, okay. Yes, I got it now, Kathy. God, what? I knew that at one point in time. And then I went off thinking it was a peahen. Nope. All right. Well, mystery, great mystery of the world solved, people. Stick with me. Oh, brother. That's so funny. Yes, the set also has pears in it, which are adorable. Okay, we're throwing that one away because that one just looks goofy. Now, let's see if I can color the pumpkin and just stay on the pumpkin. All right. I was so worried about that fowl. F-O-W-L. Okay, Punky. You're smiling. You're going to get colored again. Oh, gosh. You know you're getting old when it's Thursday night and you're looking forward to Friday, but you're looking forward to Friday so you can go to the chiropractor. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling pretty good, but I'll feel better when I go to the chiropractor. What a nut. How wild I've become. Yes. Okay, I'm being a lot more simple with this pumpkin. Well, and then we'll compare them and see if there's really any difference. Oh, there's a difference. I can tell already. I can also see that I forgot to color this guy's nose in. My brain is mush and I have no clue, bird, what I'm referring to. Yeah, I know. It happens. Okay, there we go. Oh, why didn't you guys point that out? You were going to let me run around with that silly looking card. It didn't make any sense. There was no light coming through the nose. Okay. And then, remember, I want the dark pumpkin. It really doesn't look like this in real life, does it? It looks really light colored, the pumpkin flesh. But I'm going to say this is like shading. little makeup for the punky. I'm really just dotting this on. I am not brushing the pen. I'm not like drawing the pen across. I'm doing little dots, okay, to get into the little fine spot. And then finally, let's do our owl. Not pumpkin pie, because that's not what color they are. Dark crumb cake. That works. Oh, and I have the pumpkin stem too. There's a lot of detail on this cute little stamp. And right, the feet, the altos. I'm sure that's the perfect name for them. Not really. They're a bird of prey, so don't go messing around with them. They'll get you. You know what, you guys? This reminds me now of some other weird story, right? One time I was going to the gym early in the morning because I used to do that. I used to swim almost every morning. And anyway, it was probably only 5 o'clock, and it was in the winter. And when I went to turn the corner to get onto the main road, there, right in the middle of the road, was a humongous owl. And I don't think it was hurt. Why was it sitting in the road? I have no idea. My mom said maybe the road was like warmer or something. But I'm like, well, what about the obvious problem, which is the cars? Anyway, I got out. Now don't ask me what I thought I was going to do with a huge owl. But you know, it was an animal. I thought it was in distress. So I got out, and it just kind of cocked its little head around in that way they do. And it was looking at me, and I was looking at it. And then I got back in the car because it seemed to be just hanging out. And I knew it was, I mean, I don't know what the wingspan was on that thing, but it was not like this, okay? It was not like a little owl hiding behind a pumpkin. It was huge. We have quite a few owls, different kinds of owls around here. And I live really close to the river, the Boise River. Not just the river, the Boise River. So we have a lot of wildlife around here. But anyway, I don't know. But I'll tell you what, I did not see a dead owl in the road. So it got out of there at some point. I wish I knew more. My niece, she always liked birds of prey from a young age. And so we actually have a World Center for Birds of Prey here. And it's very well known, apparently, in the bird world, in the raptor and birds of prey world. Anyway, I finally took her there when she was probably only 7. Anyway, she had so much fun. She ended up going there. I don't know when she's been there. She's like 21. So I don't know if she's gone there lately, but oh my gosh, she used to love going there. And she told me that she and her friend were going to, well, before she knew what the word was, but they were going to be ornithologists and take in birds of prey. She did not do that. She did not grow up to do that, but I need to ask her. Well, there's still time, right? She's only like in her early 20s. But I need to ask her if she is still enthralled. Yes, it's very fun. Okay, this is going to be so colorful and cute. And then what I did with this one, and you don't have to do this, but I had it, so, is I wanted a little more like, I don't know, texture or whatever. These are actually put down with Stampin' Dimensionals because I wanted them to stay in place. And I wanted more than one on there. You don't have to do that, but I had it. You could alternatively, though, use these two on the front of a card. And that also looks cute. In fact, I think I'll save it for that. And that will be something else that I post for you guys. You can look at it. Okay, in case you're not already convinced that you need this bundle. I think you should be convinced that you need this bundle though, right? Oh, gosh, I almost forgot about the spider web. We're going to cut out the spider web after this too. Because I need to see how cute it is. I haven't cut it out yet. I've just been, you know, there's a lot to see in this bundle. Like, I think it's a little misleading because when you look at it, of course, you just see, you just like, okay, it's a few owls. And you're like, no, actually, it's a lot of things. Owls, yes, but other stuff. Okay, so let's put this guy down. And so this, I just measured it out at 2.5 by 4 to give myself a little margin. And then I was thinking of, this is the ribbon that came to mind, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to use it. It's kind of stiff to work with. We could alternately use this, but then we'd have to color it. But this is very good to have on hand, right? We have a silver with white, and then we have ivory with gold. I always have both of these because if you ever don't have a certain color ribbon, what color is that? That's black. That's not very fun. If you wanted to have like some pretty peacock ribbon and you didn't have any other ribbon that had pretty peacock, you just take the brush end of any Stampin' Blend, okay, and start coloring this. And just about as quickly as you color it, it's dry. And then you have a ribbon that's whatever color you want. So that's why you don't want to be without those two ribbons. Because what if you want one that's silver? Or what if you want one that has gold? Come on now. Isn't that fun? It just picks up the color so perfectly. So I like that. Now that I put that pretty peacock on there, I was like, yeah, I actually like that. Okay, but I think we can use this. This is also a carryover from last year's holiday catalog because we were in love with it. Glittered organdy ribbon. Get a load of that. Yeah, she's gorgeous, right? Beautiful. Okay, so I probably will just thread it through and then tie it in a knot in front of this little guy. Well, hi, Emma. Nice to see you. She has to leave in a few minutes. Okay, I may have missed you, but you're going to dinner. I hope you have a really nice time. And thank you for popping in. And Roz, you're so nice. You're watching everyone, aren't you, Roz? You're making sure everyone has a nice visit. So I appreciate you checking in on her. Okay, let's see her. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fake this out, right? So we just need some glue dots because this ribbon's great, but it's organdy, first of all, and then it has glitter all over it. So it's not like soft and pliable, right? It's not that kind of ribbon. This is not your casual yoga pants ribbon. This is your going out and getting my groove on ribbon, right? Speaking of, I just got the most comfortable yoga pants today. I'm not wearing them right now because the only thing more comfortable than them are my pajamas. But sad but true, I'm thinking about getting another pair. And actually what I was thinking, so my summer, and this is in quotes, my summer work uniform was skirts. You know what skirts are? Does anyone even wear that stuff anymore? Skirts and t-shirts. And now I think my winter uniform for work is going to be yoga pants and ponchos. Right? Can I get a what on that? Can I get a like or a love on yoga pants and ponchos? What do you guys think about that? Because I'm thinking it's perfect. Because I'm still going to be at home a lot, right? And why do I want to put jeans on and boots and, I don't know, jewelry and stuff? I'm just going to wear ponchos and yoga pants. I do wear jewelry when I go out because I like it. But, okay, there we go. So now we've got that going on, right? Now we're going to put this kind of like this. And then on top of that, we'll just tie a little knot out of this. I kind of want it to look like this. But let's try a bow. I don't recall. I haven't used this ribbon in a while, so I think it ties nicely in a bow. But again, it's all about this organdy business. Yours is sweatpants. Karma tells me in all caps, which means she's not messing around. Whatever is comfortable. I think you're right. Kathy Strange, are you still on here? Kathy, I'm wearing pajamas that I bought the same time I bought the owl pajamas. These are ones that have squirrels all over the pants. And then the top says, nuts about you. But I was thinking about our owl pajamas, and I'm still wearing mine, of course. I think we just got them last year. I don't remember. Anyway, I should be wearing them tonight because of this theme. However, I think they're in the laundry. I am still washing my clothes and bathing regularly and all that grooming stuff. But I thought, gosh, a lot has changed since I bought these pajamas. You know? Do you guys like think about stuff that you just did like a year ago and think, oh my gosh, if I would have only known what was coming. I don't know that would have been a good idea, actually. Okay, so I'm going to bring this in. But I mean, a lot has changed since I bought these nuts about you pajamas. Oh, brother. So that's why we make cards and enjoy each other's company, right? That's exactly why. Okay, I want to make this smaller, and then I'm just going to glue dot it on. Right. One thing about it, the organdy pops back. So when you make, you know, if you make something and it gets a little crushed when you're delivering it, or you put it in the car or whatever, the organdy really just pops right back up. It's really kind of nice that way. Oh, let's see. I don't have that on there yet. Okay, now I'm going, look at this. I want to make a necklace out of it. It is so adorable. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with that. We just need a couple of dimensionals. And then it's gonna look like it's tied onto the ribbon, right? Right. You guys knew what I was doing. Partridge. Oh, brother. That's as bad as me putting the wrong color into the chopped contest. Like, where have I been? I'm new here. In case you don't know, I'm new. I'm gonna use that as an excuse. I use that at work sometimes, and they're like, "You're most certainly not new here." So, nice try. I went to work at Idaho Power 6 months after I bought this house. So, not new. Well, Pam, you're so much fun. Oh, gosh. I know, Kathy, I love my owl jammies, too. I just do. These are very comfortable. They're basically the same pajamas, just with the squirrels on them. But there's something about the owl pajamas. Yeah. Which is probably why they're in the washer. Or, not in the washer, but they need to be washed. Oh, my gosh. This is so cute. And you could color that, of course. But sometimes I like the images to just be the images, right? Like unadulterated. Let's put a couple of glue dots on this. Not because that's how I'm going to give it, but because that's how I'm going to photograph it. This baby's getting its picture taken. Yeah. Unlike the exclusive card kits, these projects gotta work. So they're gonna get up on Pinterest, and they might even be on Instagram, and they will probably be a blog page. Yeah, they will. Because when I put things on Pinterest, I definitely put a blog page. So if you're not following me with all that lingo, check it out. I like my Stamping Zoo page. It's just thestampingzoo.com. There's a lot of good stuff over there. There's stuff about if you want to join the zoo crew, and if you want to sign up for charmed kits, that's where you do it. If you want to sign up for Chopped, that's where you do that. It's like a one-stop shop for Lisa fun. Okay, everyone, look at that. Can you believe it? I finished the projects this week. I didn't finish last week's projects because I didn't center myself well enough, because I love everything about that other bundle. So we'll revisit it. But for right now, look at these cuties. Ah, I like them so much. I hope you guys had fun tonight with me and with Have a Hoot. And I did not use the spider web, did I? I'll cut one out. And when I post this one's picture, it will have a spider web on it. Maybe I'll end up covering that or something. But anyway, this is the Have a Hoot stamp set and the accompanying dies. If you buy them as a bundle, you save 10% right off the bat. And then you can just start creating with them and having fun. And so anyway, gosh, I hope everyone has a great weekend. I hope to start the new YouTube stuff this weekend. We shall see though, because I am getting ready for those in-person events I talked about. But in any case, I will be around. If you have any questions, if you want to leave me something funny on my page, please do so. There's not enough of that these days, right? Okay, everyone. I want to wish you a very happy night, a great weekend, and everybody stay safe until we talk again.